What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and on this video we're going to talk about really building a brand long-term for your business. Now this is whether you do merch and or KDP and even Amazon FBA. We'll talk how you can really look to sell this business in the long run if you build it the right way, and you focus on a couple key elements. And I'll also show you businesses that are currently selling that are in your very same niche. So I'm super fired up for this. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, so as you might be able to tell people, I do have a cold, so I'm gonna make this video short and sweet and get straight to the point. You should be building your business with the intention of creating a brand. And again, it doesn't matter whether you sell t-shirts, books, and or FBA products. Clearly, if you FBA private label, you're looking to build this brand in order to sell it in the long run. But a lot of people don't think about this when they build merch businesses and or when they build KDP businesses. So I think the very best way to show you how this can very well happen to you is share with you a couple examples of some businesses that are currently selling right now. They've recently been listed since the past month, and these businesses are the same niche that you guys are running, which is, again, the KDP niche and the merch niche. And what you're gonna see is a lot of them not only focus on a core group of either books and or t-shirts, but there's a bunch of them that are just kind of like they throw shit at the wall and something eventually sticks. They might have a couple different books and a couple different niches that work, or the same goes for a couple t-shirts and a couple separate niches. However, the fact of the matter is that they consistently make revenue every single month with very little to no expenses. And I think a lot of them, you'll also see that there's a lot of fundamentals that they don't either include, or yet the broker didn't include that because they've contacted me in the past and said, a lot of these businesses do have existing assets that we can't really talk about because we're only given so much amount of space that we can utilize to describe what the business is to potential people that are interested in purchasing the business. So it's pretty easy. The way that I've been able to filter through this and look for them is there's two different ways. You can either register with a bunch of business broker sites, and they usually will show you not only businesses that are currently listed, but also businesses that have sold in the past. So you'll be able to see what they've sold for, a ballpark range. They're not going to give you the exact amount, but they'll give you a ballpark range of what these businesses have sold for. And they will also give you the price of which they're listed for. So the email that I'm going to refer to today is an email that I received from Empire Flippers. I receive this quite regularly, and every single time they get a new batch of listings, I do get an email from them, and I do comb through that email and see what's going on, what's the landscape look like, what kind of businesses are for sale. And so we're going to go through a couple of them right here, and we'll see this particular day. This was June 13th. So I'm going to go over the past 4 emails, and I'm just going to sift through them. It's going to be real quick and painless. Obviously my voice is going, so I want to make sure that I make it through this whole set of emails, but we're going to see what's for sale. Like on this particular day, they've got 19 new listings ranging from 128K to 12.9 million. Here again is the first one. It's an Amazon KDP listing. I can click on learn more, but it's listed for 304,000. It's in the romance books. It's selling at a 41x multiple. Here again is another KDP. This one is 147,000. And I believe that's what the 42 and 41x are referring to. I don't really know entirely, but as we go through this, we'll figure it out. Here's an affiliate. Here's an Amazon FBA, KDP, and e-commerce. This is multiple things that this one has. So we'll take a look at that one. And again, we might not even be able to make it through all 4 emails. We'll look at some other ones in the future. This is e-commerce. This is a SaaS. This is, again, another KDP. So as you can see, there's plenty of KDP. Here's another KDP. So we're going to have plenty of KDP businesses to look at. Here's an e-commerce, a display advertising, Amazon affiliate, Amazon associates, another KDP. This time it's in the children niche. We got an Amazon FBA e-commerce and the office supply, Amazon FBA. We're not going to look at the FBAs. We're just going to straight up look at the KDP ones and the merch ones, since those are the 2 topics that I primarily deal with. Obviously, I sell a lot of FBA. I just don't want to deal with it. There's so many channels that have stuff about FBA, and it's just a very difficult niche for brand new people to break into, primarily because of the fact that it's quite expensive. You have to have a lot of money in order to launch products nowadays, as well as to sell them and rank them and market them. And on top of that, there's all sorts of logistical nightmares out of China, so I don't really recommend that for a brand new person looking to start off in Amazon. So let's take a look at a few of these. This one first is an Amazon KDP in the romance book section. I clearly don't always recommend brand new people get started in the romance novels niche. However, if they do have a passion for writing and they are inclined to want to write these romance novels, then by all means go for it. This one makes $11,000 a month. It's got a $321,000 list price. Net profit is $78.31. And then they've given this summary. Here are also some of the assets included in the sale. You can see that it has an account with 56 books, 52 physical books, the author domain, contractor relationships, an email list of 40,000 subscribers. That's fantastic. A Facebook social media page, and then it's got a couple other things about delayed payments. So this was started in August 2020. I mean, that's not even 2 years ago, people. 56 books, one pen name. The books are already 4 stars and above with hundreds of reviews, a sizable email list. Several claims that 20 to 30% of the business revenue comes from the top-selling books each month. An English, a German, and Italian book are published each month. The seller has sold the Spanish translation rights for 10 of the books and the Portuguese translation rights for 3 books. So again, what does this show us about a KDP business? Less than 2 years, and these particular people have built quite a big business with a sizable list of assets, and it's now selling for over $300,000, $11,000 made a month. I think Bill Gates said it best. People underestimate what they can do in 10 years, but they overestimate what they can do in 1 year. I think I got that backwards. Either way, people are always focused on the short-term benefits of any business they start, and they think that they really can make something, crush it in a year. But if you really try to give yourself 10 years, who knows what you can build. In this case, these people did it in just under 2 years, and now they're selling for $321,000. Will it sell? Only time will tell. We don't know until we see what happens. Now here's another KDP book business. This one makes $3,500 a month, $147,000 was they want. And here's all the assets. I don't see anything exciting about this one. This one does have 200 books, 100 audiobooks across 17 pen names. This one basically is what I talked about earlier. They threw shit at the wall, and it seems like a bunch of them have sold quite well. But again, this one started, it says no freelancers, no content has been published. This one started in January 2016. So this is about a 6-year-old business. The other one has done much better. But again, this one didn't really focus on any couple things in particular. It just kind of threw everything at the wall. This one, this is just a list of online businesses for sale. Let's take a look at this one. Is in the book niche, 12,000 monthly revenue, 300,000 price. This one has 9 audiobooks, 58 ebooks and paperbacks, 2 hardcovers. And contractor relationships, that's probably the relationship with the producer, the person that narrates the book. And this one started in May 2019, and it's 58 books. All the books were used ghostwriters, and all the formatting design work is outsourced to an agency. They were previously publishing 2 books every month, but publishing has been reduced to 1 or 2 books every 2 months. After uploading the books to KDP, the seller sources an audiobook narrator from a pool of freelancers. So again, not as powerful as the other one, but makes even more money than the romance novelist person. However, the good thing is on the romance novelist one, if you continue that relationship with whoever the ghostwriter is, then you can continue to shell out and come out with more and more romance novels. So not a bad one overall on this one. Let's look at a couple more here, and then we'll call it a day. Here's the information business. Again, KDP, 7,000 revenue, 271 list price. This one has 85 ebooks, 34 audiobooks. Again, freelancer relationships. This one started in August 2017 in the business niches. Included with this are 85 ebooks, 85 paperback books, and 34 audiobooks, all with 4 stars or above. 20 to 25 titles that make up 75% of the revenue. And the majority income is earned through KDP, which is 88%, and the remaining is 12% through Audible. So it still goes to show you that the good old-fashioned Amazon KDP still makes more than even Audible. Audible is still up and coming. Not a lot of people have converted to audiobooks, but half the books were written by the seller. So this one it could be difficult because it could be that half of books that are generating the sales. And if the seller's the one writing the books, then it might be more difficult to be able to outsource these since people are kind of already used to their style. So I would kind of look to get more information on this from the broker because, again, this could be a more difficult one to continue to expand upon. All right, let's see what else pops up. Here's one on culinary books, 5,500 in revenue, 201,000 listing price, created in September 2017. And it's got 1,300 email subscribers, 300 books covering food and nutrition. This has highly rated books with 4 stars and not really much else special other than the fact that it looks like it's primarily about food. So if you have some sort of interest towards food, then it might be a decent one for you to think about. Let's go to the last one here. We've got one that is a books, and it has quite a bit of information here, 92 books. 100 keywords for KDP and ACX. I don't actually know what use that serves, but it makes $5,500 a month, 95,000 listing price. That's not bad. let's figure out why it seems a lot cheaper than the rest of them. It started in 2019, 90 books and audiobooks, most in English, but does have some Italian and Spanish, mostly covering diet, IT, and the metaverse. They're highly rated, 4.5 stars, 40 to 160 ratings. 62% of the business is KDP, 34 ACX. Draft to digital is 3%, and another Find Away Voices is 3%. So both books and audiobooks are created by a team that includes 2 ghostwriters, 3 narrators, 1 translator, 1 copywriter, and 1 cover designer. So all in all, pretty good. Very low compared to the rest of them. I'm not sure. It does make almost in line with what the rest of the companies make. So this is a pretty good one. But again, these are emails that are regularly sent out by Empire Flippers. Here's some more. As you can see, a lot of additional businesses for sale on this one, as well as this one that has 12 listings here on this one. FBA. Here's one with merch. Let's take a look at this merch one. And this is the last one that we'll look at, and then we'll call it a day here. On the merch one, business was created in 2018. 6964 designs, Redbubble account, and this is in the apparel niche. There's a strong diversity of SKUs with excellent reviews. There are many unique designs, 131,000 product variations. Seller has an Amazon Associates account attached to the merch account, and it makes 11,000 monthly revenue with a 7,190 net profit, 323,000 listing price. And again, this is a merch one, a little different from the KDP ones, but you can clearly see that building a brand in either merch or KDP is well worth the time, effort, and energy, and it's something that you should be devoting your time and effort to. Who knows, some of you out there that are listening to this might already have businesses that are equivalent to this. At least now you have a better understanding of what you can sell your business for in the future. If you want me to connect you with the right broker that could give you an estimate for what you could sell your business for, my email is below, and I'll be more than happy to make an introduction to one of my very good friends who is a broker and can kind of give you an overlook of what you could sell your business for right now, but also the things that you could do to sell it for more in the future. Again, questions and comments go below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.